thanks to Parts Work, the incredible transformative therapy that IFS, Internal Family Systems Parts Work Therapy, is. And this is the latest book I've been indulging in and receiving the wisdom from. It combines the internal family systems parts therapy with ancestral work, ancestor wisdom. This stuff is so good. It's so transformative. It's so potent. So in my sessions, I'm really combining the parts work with creative therapy, because that is how my journey started. Before I even knew what parts work was, I found out about internal family systems a couple years later, after I was intuitively doing this self-therapy, doing this work on myself, isolating these parts of myself and letting them express themselves through creative therapy. That has literally been the basis, the foundation, the methodology to healing. And I don't even want to use the word healing. I'd rather say transforming, alchemizing a lot of the experiences, a lot of the narratives, a lot of the truths that the parts of me were holding on to. And it's not until I came face to face with that emotion, feeling, narrative that it was able to be alchemized. And all that really means, in the literal most visceral experience of this work, what I can describe is it felt like the energy was moving out of a prison. It felt like the energy was becoming unfrozen, and it was being given the opportunity to flow, to move out of stagnancy through creative flow. Creativity is a flow. Creativity is a channel. And I could literally, viscerally feel this energy being given a vehicle, an opportunity to flow creatively, artistically, honest. That is the root. It flowed so honestly. It told its truth so honestly, so raw, so vulnerably. And then I was able to witness this from the seat of self, which I'm understanding is the part of us that is already whole. Capital S self, source self, God self, neutral, centered, grounded, calm, whole self. We're embodying it when we get to witness and separate ourselves from our stories, from our extremities, extreme behaviors, extreme feelings. When we separate that, we come back. We witness these parts of us as if they were our children. And I get to witness and hold these parts of myself like a loving mother.
I'm lacking nothing. I'm the embodiment of infinite possibilities.
They get to be held for the first time. They get to be witnessed without judgment. They get to be loved, unconditionally accepted. And I'm getting emotional when I say that, because I can even feel that part of me. Like, there's a part of me that I recently met with that has been burdened and imprisoned and just carrying the weight of protecting me for so long, for years, like since childhood, and has moved with me through different stages of my life and is like carrying this weight of protection and showing up in my body, and as like I have shoulder pains that I've had for like 5+ years, probably longer, but like I felt it most powerfully in the last 5 years. Like, I've gone to so many RMT, massage therapists, osteo, everything, and they're like, whew, that's a deep one. Like, it's a deep energy in my body that's been just stuck and frozen and stagnant, and I could feel, I connected with that part of me. I've connected with her through parts therapy first, when I first met her. And yeah, I had a release recently with her, and I just saw and I could feel the simultaneous release and relief in my body, as well as the relief in that aspect of myself, to not have to carry it anymore, to not have to have the burden of protection, to trust that now that I've risen into self and embodied self, that self can take lead, that self knows what to do, that also nothing is a threat to self, because self is already whole. Speaking of in third person, it might sound confusing, so I'll just say me, that nothing can actually destroy me, nothing inside of me really needs to be protected the way that she used to. And it's really building this relationship of trust between these parts of you and now the you that has stepped into leadership of your life. Like, speaking to this part, do you trust me? Do you trust me to lead? And if they trust you, they can loosen their grip. They don't need to protect anymore so tightly. They'll always be with you, so don't try to get rid of them. Stop trying to get rid of whatever you want to label these parts as. Stop trying to get rid of it. It's not going anywhere. They need to be integrated. They need to be a whole team. And that's really what harmony feels like. Different aspects working together. When we think about that in relation to our world right now, let's stop trying to get rid of the other team. We need to learn how to work together, how to harmonize, and how to decide what is leading our worlds, what energies are leading. We need new leadership. We need new values. We need that new center energy to rise, so that all can harmonize around it. Macrocosm, microcosm, let's do the work internally and see it externally and understand how this world is really going to be fixed. Like, how we're really going to understand how we come up with solutions. That's all for now. That's all I want to say. So much love. If you're curious about parts work, if you're curious about how I blend parts work with creative therapy, if you're curious about now with this like ancestral wisdom aspect, oh, it's going to a whole other level. It's going to a whole other depth.